Welcome to Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm here to bring you the EFC 24/7 daily report again. Today, obviously, much more transfer rumours to go through, because that's all there is at the moment, really, in terms of the papers. Obviously, they've not got much to write about in terms of football, so speculation is all we can do, and there's even more speculation than usual to do with Everton. Some good names being linked with Everton as well. I'm not sure what's in it, but we'll go through them and assess these rumours and how much is in it. Let's have a little look what's come out. In terms of Everton transfer news today, the main one is coming from France Football to do with two Napoli players, Alain and Herving Lozano, the latter of which obviously we've been linked with quite a lot before because he was a PFV with Marcel Brands, obviously a player he's admired for a while and would potentially like to bring to Everton as well. That's been in the offing for quite a while, but Alain has been linked with Everton as well. But to bring them both to the club, apparently it would cost Everton about €80 million. Obviously, Ancelotti going back to his former club to pull out two of the best players. To me, that looks like pulling Napoli's pants down a little bit, and it would be a little bit too much. Obviously, a good European club and would be taking two of their best players, so it's a little bit ambitious. The news is coming out though is if we make one deal, that could facilitate the other deal to happen. I'm not sure about that really. I don't know how that would work, taking two of their best players off them, only if they were in a really difficult position financially, which obviously a lot of clubs will be after this, but to take two of Napoli's best players would be ambitious, so we'll see what happens. But that's coming out of France Football. So obviously two players that Ancelotti does like and enjoys working with during his time at Napoli, but I'm not sure whether those two will go through. Either one of them I'd be happy with, to be honest. Two top players who are definitely worth going after. Another rumour that's going out of sport in Barcelona today is saying that Everton have asked Barcelona about 21-year-old right-back Emerson. Everton are yet to put forward an official proposal for the player, but the belief is that Barcelona would be happy to sell for around €20 million. This is a weird one because the player was at Atletico Mineiro in Brazil, obviously Bernard and Ronaldinho as well, former club. So he was signed in this strange deal, which seemed to be a joint transfer between Betis and Barcelona, where he joined Barca and then went out on a 2-year loan to Betis, even though both of them received money for his rights, and they paid half of the transfer fee each. So it's a strange deal, but Everton seem to be jumping in. It looks like Barca won out of the deal and want to look on a bit of a turn for their money that they've paid for him. I think they paid about 12 million. So if that was about 20 million, they would get a bit of a profit on what they invested. Minimal profit, but it's profit nonetheless. So maybe, obviously, we do need a right back at the moment, and that could be a potential. So the Barcelona though, because I've heard Nelson Semedo might be used as a bargaining tool for other players in any potential deals. So we don't know, but that's coming out of sport in Barcelona today. So it's coming out of a Barca newspaper themselves. So there could be something in that. More news, former Everton assistant manager Graham Jones has left his role at Championship side Luton Town. So all the best to Graham Jones. Obviously, anyone who's been at the club, we look out for them and make sure they're doing well. More Coutinho rumours today from the Mail Online as well, saying Everton are willing to meet Barcelona's demands to sign Philippe Coutinho. He's been linked with a lot of clubs, and I've heard he's been offered to a lot of clubs because Barca just want rid and he wants some money back from Coutinho sale. Obviously, they bought him for a substantial amount of money, going on 150 million. So they'll be looking at cashing in as soon as possible. He's been offered to Chelsea apparently, now Everton as well. So obviously, Ancelotti's looking for players apparently who will take us to that next level to compete with the Champions League places. So I'm sure Coutinho will let us do that. Obviously an ex-Red, but anyone who'd upgrade the squad, never mind the past, deserve to be looked at. So have a little look through what's been going on the Echo news feed as well. Obviously, always good rumours going on there. They always stay on top of them. So Yannick Bolasie, there's some news coming out on Bolasie from his agent talking to Sport Witness, who said they've already received good offers for the transfer of Bolasie. Obviously, Everton will be looking to get rid. He's been on loan at Sporting Lisbon this season, done all right there. We're linked to Sporting until June, says his agent. We've received good offers. Time will bring us better ones. So I think they're keeping their eyes open for new offers. But it does look like Yannick Bolasie's time at Everton is over. I think we all knew that anyway, so that's not news to us. But the fact that offers are coming in is promising. So he'll be moved on sooner rather than later. Other ones as well, obviously, they covered the news about the right back Emerson as well. Andre Gomez as well lost unfortunately in his FIFA match against Raheem Sterling after destroying Reece James 8-0. Watched that before. That was unfortunate, but he played well anyway. Bouna Sarr is another transfer rumour that's coming out today of HITC. He's at Marseille and has been linked with quite a few English clubs, including Crystal Palace and West Ham. One of the things I look at is, obviously, I think told you on these videos before, one of the things I look at is which other clubs is the player being looked at, which usually indicates how good the player is. So Crystal Palace and West Ham, read into that what you will. Say here, what's his name? Cengiz Under, the Turkish fellow who's been linked with Everton quite a lot in recent weeks and months. Sport Witness has come out and said the Blues are ready to swoop and apparently bring him home. I think that's an error in translation because he's not really had anything to do with Everton in the past, but he would be available for somewhere between 15 and 20 million for a good player who's currently at Roma, Turkish international. So that could be one looking into. I think there must be something in there because there's been rumours there for so long, so we never know, because there probably will be something in that one. Adolfo Gaich is another player who's been linked with a move to Barca just a year after he nearly joined Everton. That's according to HITC again. He's got a 11.7 million release clause. And a player I've written about before for It's Round and It's White, Wesley Fofana, centre-back at Saint-Etienne. Saint-Etienne in France has been linked with Everton by the Boot Room, who have said we've been looking at the defender. He's really good. He's 19 years old, young centre-back. He's made 25 appearances this season in the French league, and he does look comfortable on the ball. He's a really good centre-back, really solid centre-back, and he's been linked with Arsenal as well. That's why I wrote about him a couple of months ago. But if Everton were in there as well, I think he would be a really good addition to the squad. They've already taken a player, I think it was Pablo Mari, from Saint-Etienne, if I'm right. William Saliba was the player, who went from Saint-Etienne to Arsenal. So whether they take another centre-back from Saint-Etienne, I doubt. Rumours on Everton Suarez as well, obviously a player who's been heavily linked with Everton in recent months and in the last year or so since he done well in the Copa America. Obviously would be a massive marketing coup if we could sign a player called Everton, and the Boot Room have come out with more news to say that Gremio will be in more of a position to sell because of the current global coronavirus crisis, putting Gremio in financial danger. So they will be looking to cash in, hopefully, on Everton Suarez. Hopefully they'll be alright, obviously, but maybe we could help them out by taking the player off their hands, and I think he'd be a good signing for us anyway, for a player who's been linked with us quite a lot. And finally as well, Rafa Benitez, I don't think we need to worry about him at the moment, but before Carlo Ancelotti came in, he was linked quite heavily with us, and Guillaume Balaguer came out and said, I feel like he would be good coming back even at Everton. Why not? He's got unfinished business in Liverpool that he could attend to, obviously in the city. But no, I don't think we need to worry about that one at the moment because we've got one of the best managers in the world. So yeah, that's all the news for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let us know what you make of these rumours in the comments, and subscribe to Toffee Blues, like the video, follow myself on Twitter, and join us tomorrow